What's up, fellas? Today I'll be going over my credit card roadmap for 2025. Mapping out when to apply for credit cards is not only one of my favorite hobbies, but also it's an important step to make sure you're following all of the bank's rules so you don't get locked out of a certain card. First, I'll look back to last year's roadmap and how it changed over time, going from 4 to 10 total credit cards within a year. Then I'll go into my game plan and go over each card I'm applying for in 2025 and why I plan on getting them. And lastly, I'll be looking past 2025 to see the other cards I plan to get in the future. If that sounds like a plan, sit back, grab a drink, and let's get started. So going into last year, I started out with 4 credit cards. My plan was to get 6 cards in 2024, that being the Chase Freedom Flex, Chase Ink Unlimited, Chase Sapphire Preferred, Chase Ink Cash, Chase Prime Visa, and American Express Blue Business Plus. As you can see, it was a very Chase-focused roadmap, as it's usually recommended to go for Chase cards as early as possible due to the Chase 524 rule. Although I did still get 6 credit cards in 2024, I only got 4 out of the 6 from last year's roadmap. Those being the American Express Blue Business Plus, Chase Freedom Flex, Chase Ink Unlimited, and Chase Ink Cash. Though as you can see, the order of which I applied for these cards has changed quite a bit. As I'm always looking to get the best value possible for my credit cards, I'm always looking for more efficient ways of mapping them out. As for these 2 blank spots, they've been filled by none other than the American Express Gold and the American Express Business Prime card. The reason for these changes were mostly due to me wanting to jump onto the American Express Gold, which also fed the temptation of getting the Blue Business Plus shortly after. Then after that, I resumed getting Chase cards every 3 months, with the one exception of the American Express Business Prime card, which I got for its $200 Amazon gift card sign-up bonus during Black Friday. In 2025, I plan to double down on my Chase strategy, as I will only be applying to Chase credit cards in 2025. Although some of these Chase cards might be unexpected, as I've never really shown interest in them until very recently, which I'll go over more soon. The first credit card I plan to get in 2025 is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I plan to apply for this card in April of this year, and I'll give a quick overview of this card for those who need a refresher. So the CSR has a $550 annual fee and is Chase's top travel credit card. With that, it gives you access to Priority Pass Select membership and unlimited access to the Chase Sapphire Airport lounges with up to 2 free guests per visit. It comes with a 60,000 Ultimate Reward Point sign-up bonus after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months with the card. The most notable multipliers are 3x points at restaurants as well as travel. But this card also earns 5x points on flights when you purchase through the travel portal, as well as 10x points on hotels and car rentals through the travel portal. One of the main selling points of this card is that you get 50% more value when redeeming through the travel portal. I'm mainly getting this card for 2 reasons: the sign-up bonus and the Chase Sapphire lounge access at airports. The Sapphire Preferred, although much cheaper at $95, does not offer this lounge access, which I plan on getting a lot of value from. Therefore, I'm going to go with the CSR instead. My home airport is PHL, or Philadelphia International Airport. It was announced that Chase is building an over 20,000 square foot lounge, which is supposed to be opening in early 2025. As I plan on starting my travel journey very soon and taking more flights, this will be a huge benefit that I plan to use. And I can also bring in 2 free guests with me each visit, as well as authorized users on my card being able to bring in 2 free guests as well. Although authorized users on the CSR are $75 each, which is okay, but later in this video I'll be going over a card that can do everything I just mentioned, but better. Moving on to the second credit card I plan to apply for in 2025 is the Chase Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. I plan on getting this card in July of this year. This is what I was referring to when saying some cards might be unexpected. Because although I've never even stayed at a Marriott property, this card is going to play a huge part in my core credit card setup, which I'll talk more about later. This card has a $95 annual fee and is one of Chase's hotel branded credit cards. First off, this card comes with a standard 3 free night awards valued at 50,000 Marriott points each after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. Although from time to time you can find up to 5 free nights with the same spend. This card also comes with an annual free night award with a redemption level up to 35,000 points. This card also has earning multipliers, but I'm really not too focused on them, and that's because even though I'm applying for this card this year, I'm planning on getting rid of it next year. But not in the way that you might think, unless you know exactly what I'm about to say. Then yes, it is what you're thinking. I'm going to be upgrading this card to the Chase Ritz-Carlton card after holding it for a year and a day. For those of you unaware with the Ritz-Carlton card, some notable benefits is access to Priority Pass lounges and Sapphire lounges, but the difference with this card over the Chase Sapphire Reserve is that this card allows you to bring an unlimited number of guests. as well as unlimited free authorized users who can also bring unlimited number of guests into these lounges with them. Shout out to Anthony Venture's video with Key that opened up my eyes to the insane value of the Ritz-Carlton card. The fact that you can get unlimited guests at airport lounges would make me get this card alone, but on top of that, there's so much more to this card. First off, you get an anniversary free night award every single year worth up to 85,000 Marriott points. You also get a $300 annual travel credit, a TSA pre-checked or global entry credit, plus a bunch of protections and insurances that I could just keep clicking through. It's insane. And all of this for a $450 annual fee. After saying all this though, it's clear that having the Chase Ritz-Carlton card and the Sapphire Reserve makes no sense. I don't plan on using the Chase travel portal that often, so they're basically the same card, except the Ritz is $100 cheaper with better benefits. Which is why I'll only be holding the Chase Sapphire Reserve until I get the Ritz card. The third and final card I plan on applying for in 2025, you all know it, you all love it, the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I've had this card once before, but since then I've product changed it to the OG Freedom card. If you want to see how I did that, I made a video on it somewhere on my channel. Anyways though, I got my last Freedom Unlimited in September of 2023, so by November of this year, it'll be over 24 months since I received the bonus for it, meaning I can now apply for a new Freedom Unlimited and get the bonus. This card has a $0 annual fee and it earns 3x at dining and drugstores. But the main reason I like to get this card is just for the 1.5x earnings on all purchases, as well as its standard sign-up bonus of $200. Actually, while I'm looking at it, it's $250, but it's probably not going to be that by the time I apply. Although I already earned 1.5x with the Chase Ink Unlimited, I'd rather be using a personal card for all my catch-all purchases, just for peace of mind. Looking past 2025 into 2026, I plan to get the Chase Prime Visa card, downgrade my Sapphire Reserve into the Preferred, upgrade my Marriott Bonvoy Boundless into the Ritz-Carlton card, and get the Chase Ink Preferred. That's as much as I've planned so far, although I do have a lot more cards on my radar, but I'm hoping for some new cards to come out in 2025 that I can maybe try out and keep long term. Overall, I'm very excited to start actually redeeming points for travel and going to airport lounges since I've been in the credit card game since 2022 and I've only made cash redemptions so far. Let me know what you thought of my 2025 roadmap, what you agree with, and also what you would do differently. I hope you guys got some value from this video and maybe we'll consider building out your own credit card roadmaps to properly plan your applications. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing if you enjoyed the video because just like cashback, it's free. I wish you all the best and I'll see you on the next one.